This time I will be reviewing Star Wars Force Awakens in full detail. So, anyway, without further ado, let's get started. The movie starts with an opening crawl. And the opening crawl is very fucking awesome, I must admit. It's been 32 years since the release of the last good Star Wars movie. And it's also been that long since the events of Return of the Jedi in the Star Wars universe. But anyway, the reason why this opening crawl is so fucking awesome is because it gives us useful information on what happened between episode 6 and episode 7 before we get into the main movie. After the opening crawl, the movie begins by introducing us to the main villain of the movie, Kylo Ren. And oh boy, he sure is a cruel cunt. And I mean really, he orders his stormtroopers to destroy a fucking village full of innocent people. And he is even going as far as to kill an old guy just to get some fucking map. Yeah, he is pretty similar to Darth Vader. And there is a good reason why he's similar to him, which I will be getting into when it becomes relevant in the movie.
FN-2187. Submit your blaster for inspection.
Yes, Captain.
And who gave you permission to remove that helmet?
I'm sorry, Captain.
Report to my division at once.
You know what this scene shows? It shows that Finn doesn't wanna be a stormtrooper. In fact, he fucking hates his job. Now I'm gonna tell you what I think of the First Order. It's exactly the same as the Empire in the original trilogy. Why the hell even call it the First Order? There is literally no difference between the villainous team in this movie and the villainous team in the original trilogy. Just call it the fucking Empire because that's exactly what it is. Yes, but as I love this movie, I think it's fucking stupid to call it the First Order, since it is the exact same thing as the Empire in the original trilogy. And then we are introduced to Rey, who is apparently some woman who looks for old stuff and sells it to that creature that happens to be a merchant. Anyway, Rey meets up with BB-8, which is a droid that's introduced in this movie. But it's not just a droid, it's very important to the movie. What do I mean by that? Well, it has a key item of the movie, which I will be getting into further detail on later. And now we get to learn more about Kylo Ren. Apparently he also has the ability to read people's minds. So if someone doesn't talk, he just uses his powers to read their fucking minds. This villain is truly a badass. And you know what? He's a great villain as well because of it. And now Finn does something that's very fucking awesome. He saves Poe Dameron from the First Order and escapes along with him. And you know what? He has a damn good reason to, because he really fucking hates what the stormtroopers are up to, and he doesn't want to support that injustice anymore. You know, that makes him a great character, and I love how this movie is humanizing one of the stormtroopers. Beyond fucking awesome. And then Finn and Dameron fucking crashed at a planet, and apparently Poe Dameron died, which is sad because Finn wanted to help this guy out. Why am I saying apparently? Well, you will find out later on in this review. And then we cut back to Kylo Ren. Now remember earlier on in the video when I said that BB-8 is no ordinary droid? Well, what's so special about BB-8 is the fact that he has the fucking map. The same fucking map that Kylo Ren desperately wants. And he will stop at nothing to get that fucking map. What's so special about it? Well, it shows where Luke Skywalker is, and Kylo Ren wants to find him since he's the last remaining Jedi that fucking kill him. Yeah, that is so brutal, and the scary thing is, there is a high possibility that he might succeed, since he is that great of a villain. Now when Rey first sees Finn, she doesn't trust him at all. In fact, she thinks that he is the one who stole the fucking jacket. But after he explains what happens, surprisingly enough, she believes him and doesn't think that he is lying. Damn, she sure changed her mind about that guy quickly. But anyway, those two have to escape since there are so many people who want that fucking droid.
That one's garbage! The garbage will do!
Holy shit! Did she just call the Millennium Falcon the most fucking iconic spaceship in the Star Wars universe garbage? Yes, she did! Though, to be fair, in this movie, it's at least 40 years old. So it makes sense that it is garbage by now. Anyway, Finn claims to be from the Resistance. Why am I saying claimed? Well, you will find out later on in the movie. But anyway, it's clear that he wants to fucking help. And it makes sense that he wants to get as fucking far from the First Order as possible. He hated being a stormtrooper and he's never getting back there again, which makes sense. Meanwhile, Kylo Ren starts fucking destroying things because of his frustration. I absolutely fucking love seeing Kylo Ren destroying things because of his anger. It is very entertaining, I must admit. But the Millennium Falcon gets captured by the First Order. And then we're reintroduced to Han Solo. And it's fucking awesome to see him again. Now when I first saw this movie in theaters, I thought that Han Solo was just gonna be a minor character. But he isn't. He is as much of a protagonist as Finn and Rey are, which is beyond fucking awesome. But there's one thing that's troubling me though. Apparently, Han Solo is very famous in this movie. If that's the case, then why the hell was the Millennium Falcon considered to be garbage? If Han Solo is so fucking popular, his Millennium Falcon should be very iconic as well. It just doesn't sit right with me. But anyway, nothing has changed. He is still the same fucking character he was in the original Star Wars trilogy. Finn and Rey accidentally release some dangerous beast. And I gotta admit, I do find it fucking awesome when that beast eats some of the people that work for Kylo Ren. But the scary thing is, it also tries to eat the fucking protagonists. So yeah, that beast is no laughing matter. In fact, the people who work for Kylo Ren are in just as much trouble as the protagonists are. In fact, that beast is so fucking close to eating Finn. But Rey saves the day in a very clever way. She closes the door and that way it fucking crushes that beast, which is beyond fucking awesome. And then they get the hell out of there easily. And then there's a conversation between Snoke and Kylo Ren. You know, Snoke reminds me of someone. Yeah, he's kinda like Palpatine. But the major difference is Palpatine is far more fucking awesome. Though it wouldn't be fair to compare those two yet. Snoke is a minor character of the movie. I'm sure he will become a major character in either episode 8 or 9. We'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, what's interesting about the scene is the fact that it's revealed that Han Solo is Kylo Ren's father. I must admit that is very interesting. So Han Solo is a father now, fucking awesome. I guess I wasn't paying attention to that scene when I originally watched this movie in theaters. Which is fine, I wasn't supposed to analyze the movie scene by scene like I'm doing now. But yeah, it totally flew over my head when I first saw the movie that it was revealed in that very scene who Kylo Ren's father is. Now Han Solo trusts Rey a lot, so he is willing to give her his blaster, which is beyond fucking awesome. Not only that, he also teaches her how the blaster fucking works. After Han Solo, Rey and Finn enter a bar, we are introduced to yet another character, and that character is Maz Kanata. And I must admit, she is a fucking awesome character. She is extremely fucking wise and helps the protagonist of the movie out quite a lot. She might be introduced late in the movie, but god damn it, she is still fucking awesome.
it again. The pull to the light. Supreme Leader senses it. Show me again the power of the darkness, and I will let nothing stand in our way. Show me. Grandfather. And I will finish what you started.
When I first saw this scene in theaters, I was thinking, I wonder, could it be possible that Kylo Ren's father is Luke Skywalker? But as it was revealed earlier on in the movie, it's actually Han Solo who is the father of Kylo Ren. The reason that scene earlier on in the movie flew over my head is because I wasn't analysing the movie scene by scene like I am doing now. So when I found out later on in the movie that Kylo Ren's fucking father is Han Solo, that was a great twist for me. One other thing to note about this scene is the fact that it explains exactly why Kylo Ren is so fucking similar to Darth Vader. It's no coincidence. Darth Vader is a huge inspiration for him, and it really shows. Now Darth Vader had 3 movies to show how great of a villain he is. Kylo Ren isn't nearly as fucking awesome as Darth Vader was, but I'm optimistic. I have a feeling that in future installments of Star Wars, there is a possibility that Kylo Ren could be as good as Darth Vader, if not better. I mean, don't get me wrong, he is currently a great villain, but not nearly as good as Darth Vader. And now Finn finally reveals the truth about himself. He is not from the Resistance at all. In fact, he's a fucking stormtrooper. But as he really fucking hates the stormtroopers and what they stand for, he did escape from them since he doesn't want to be involved with the stormtroopers anymore. And you know what? He had a damn good reason to fucking lie. If I had a past that was this dark, I probably wouldn't tell the fucking truth either. And yeah, he really doesn't want to be a hero. He just wants to go as far away as possible. Now Rey finds a lightsaber and gets to keep it, which is beyond fucking awesome. And this is the exact same lightsaber that Luke Skywalker used, which is also very fucking awesome. I can't wait to see her use it. And then the First Order destroys a lot of fucking planets for no other reason than the fact that they wanna be in power. I mean, goddamn, I thought they were a rip-off of the Empire before in this movie, but now this officially confirms it. The First Order is nothing more than a fucking rip-off of the Empire. I mean, they are exactly the fucking same. Now, even though I do think that this movie is original from the original Star Wars trilogy for the most part, I think it's fucking lazy to make the First Order exactly the fucking same as the Empire. I mean, seriously, couldn't they have come up with something new and original? Rey was supposed to get the lightsaber, but she isn't the one that uses it. You know who uses it instead? Fucking Finn. That's right, even though he was gonna escape and go away, he's changed his mind so he can help his new friends. And I must admit, that battle scene between Finn and that stormtrooper that calls him traitor is very fucking awesome. Now Rey tries to kill Kylo Ren with a blaster. But unfortunately it doesn't work, so the Force is strong with Kylo Ren. Damn, he manages to stop every fucking move Rey tries to make. He is so scary and truly a badass motherfucker. The Resistance comes to rescue, and can you guess who is in the control of that operation? Fucking Leia, that's right. Fucking Leia is the one behind the operation that the Resistance does. And you know, it's so great to see her again. She is truly a great character. But she isn't the only character that comes back here. C-3PO also appears again. And surprisingly enough, he is not fucking annoying at all in this movie. Which is odd, as he was very fucking annoying in the original trilogy. Yeah, as much as I love the original Star Wars trilogy, he was one big problem that I had with the trilogy. But anyway, back to Leia. She sure has changed. She isn't a damsel in distress anymore. In fact, she is a fucking commander now. Which is great, I feel so happy for her. Near the beginning of the movie, I thought that Poe Dameron died. And so did Finn. But apparently I was wrong. Dead fucking wrong. He's still alive and kicking. Which is beyond fucking awesome, because he is a great character after all. And he allows Finn to keep the vest, which is beyond fucking awesome. It's a very cool looking vest too. Now Kylo Ren decides, fuck the droid, I'm just gonna get the map off her mind. And you know what? That's very fucking genius of him. Yeah, he doesn't really fucking care about the droid. All he really cared about was to get the map, which he can now get easily. Does that mean that the villain is close to winning? Yes, but not quite.
You will remove these restraints and leave this cell with the door open.
What did you say?
You will remove these restraints and leave this cell with the door open.
I'll tighten those restraints, scavenger scum.
You will remove these restraints and leave this cell with the door open.
I will remove these restraints and leave the cell with the door open.
And you'll drop your weapon?
And I'll drop my weapon.
That scene is fucking awesome. So apparently Kylo Ren isn't the only one with mind-reading abilities in this movie. Finn comes back to the stormtroopers, but not to be a stormtrooper, but instead have his fucking revenge on Captain Phasma. And holy shit, it feels so good to see him have revenge on that terrible cunty bitch. And there's the damn things he can do about it, which is so fucking brilliant. You know what else is fucking awesome? The fact that Finn disabled the fucking shield. Now there's a good chance that the heroes might actually fucking win. Fucking hell yeah! And then we come to a conversation between Han Solo and his son. And I gotta admit, this is a very wonderful conversation. Until something very fucking shocking happens. Kylo Ren actually kills his fucking father. Wow man, that's brutal. It just goes to show that he is so cruel that he is even willing to kill his own father. I find this scene very shocking, I really do. But before I move on, I am going to talk about his mask. Apparently Kylo Ren doesn't need that mask and is only having it for fucking decorations. Yeah, because he wanted to look like his grandfather Darth Vader. And then comes a fucking epic battle between Kylo Ren and Finn. And you know, I am here hoping that Finn will win that fucking battle. But unfortunately that's not exactly the case. Kylo Ren is the one who wins the fucking battle. How disappointing. But then Rey starts fighting Kylo Ren. Now that battle is fucking epic as well. But you know what the most epic part about that battle is? Rey fucking wins that battle. Though I don't buy for a second that Kylo Ren is really dead. Why would they build him up just to kill him off during the movie? I can almost guarantee that Kylo Ren will be back in Star Wars Episode 8. And I look forward to that. And then the third Death Star gets blown up. Yes, I am calling it the third Death Star because like I said, the First Order is exactly the fucking same as the Empire. Anyway, you might think that this is where the movie ends. But nope, there is still one plot point that hasn't been resolved yet. The search for Luke Skywalker continues, and R2-D2 finally fucking wakes up, and he has the rest of the fucking map. So now that everyone knows where Luke Skywalker is located, it's time to go fucking see him. And the movie ends with Luke Skywalker saying nothing, doing nothing, he's just fucking standing there. I'm sure he will do something in episode 8, which I am looking forward to, but as of now, he does fucking nothing. And the movie ends there. Now it's time for my overall thoughts. This is not my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. But it's still a fucking awesome movie though. My only major problem with the movie is the fact that the First Order is exactly the fucking same as the Empire from the original trilogy. There is no difference at all. But you know what? I can easily overlook that because everything else about the movie is fucking awesome. It has fucking awesome protagonists, fucking awesome villains. The action sequences and the visuals are also fucking awesome. It's not my favorite Star Wars movie, not by a long shot. But I would say it's my fourth most favorite. The original Star Wars trilogy will always be a fucking classic to me. And you know what? I also consider this one to be a fucking classic, so I'm gonna give this movie rating 2 thumbs up. It might not be as good as the original Star Wars trilogy, but that's nearly impossible since those 3 movies are some of the best movies ever made. Well guys, that's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching, have a great day.